Welcome back, guys, to part 2 of adding custom enchantments in the new 1.21 update. Today we'll be going over how we can actually get those enchantments in game and how to get them in survival. So once we actually make one of our enchantments, all we have to do is type in this command /enchant at s, and then just choose whatever you want and however many levels there are. Just make sure you're holding the right weapons. So let's put on Giant Slayer 5, and that's how we get it in game. Now if we want it to show up within like the enchantment table or within random loot chests, it's very simple. All we have to do is go on over to Visual Studio Code or wherever we're editing our stuff. Once we make our enchantments, we just want to go down to a folder in the Minecraft section. We're going to go to tags. We're going to create a folder called enchantment. We're going to open that up, and we have a few options. We can go over to the Minecraft data pack one to see all the options. We have the curse, the double trade price, enchanting table, non-treasure, on mob spawn, on random loot, on traded equipment, and all these different options that we can choose to put our items in. So if we go back to ours, if we want it in the enchantment table, all we have to do is do our curly brackets. We do not want to replace. This just means that we're going to be adding all these to the vanilla enchantment. If we did want to just get rid of all vanilla enchantments, we could just hit the replace so that only the custom ones can show up in the enchantment table, if we so choose. But then to add one, all we're going to do is go to our namespace and then type in the enchantment name that we're going to add. So let's add in auto smelt. And just like that, it's in the enchantment table. And if we put in this weight to be a really high value, we're more likely to see it. So then if we reload the world, let's just go ahead and try to test it out. With a little bit of luck, if we get an enchanting table, some lapis, and we'll need a bunch of pickaxes. And I guess we get some bookshelves. And just like that, we got our auto smelt. First try. So that's the important part of the weight. If you can, this will affect the enchantment table section. So how often you want it to appear inside of there will be dependent on that. And then as we saw, there are some other options if we want it on the mob spawn equipment or on random loot, or the treasure ones, which typically you won't find in the enchantment table, but you can make it so you can also find it in the enchantment table. Or even the curse. So if we want our curses to be in red, we need to make sure that we put it in the curse.json. This will then just read it as a curse, and it functions as a curse, so you can't remove it with a grindstone. So we grab one of this, and we enchant this with our brittle curse. We can get rid of our auto smelt, but we can't get rid of brittle because it's a curse. And that's as simple as it gets. It's really quick and easy to implement it into your world. But there was one other slight change to the data packs with the new snapshot. If you have any enchantments that affect attributes, they got rid of the name and the UUID fields, and they're replaced with ID. The ID can be whatever you want, just make it unique from the other ones, and it will still work just as normal. But that was the only effective change. They claimed that the directory names were getting rid of the plurals, but then it broke it all when I removed it, so it might be changing soon, but as of right now it's not. despite what the changelog says. But that'll do it for today.